Welcome back. Do you know that in 2013, identity theft victims suffered more than $24.7 billion in direct and indirect losses? Good news is that there's a new technology that's been created to help secure credit card transactions over the internet and your phone. It's called iPin. Here to tell us how it works via Skype is iPin's technology advisor, Stephen Scholl. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here because it's so very important. And people, you and I were talking about so many stories, including what happened to me with Target and my mortgage with Bank of America. Sorry, folks. However, many more people are having problems with their credit cards being breached via the internet and their cell phones. What is the problem with that? Why is that happening?
It's happening because when you buy something online, or when you buy it at the store, your credit card information is kept by that merchant and they process it separately from you. So it becomes a transaction between the merchant, say Target, and your bank. So they're keeping that credit card information to do that processing, and then of course they'll keep it to process any chargebacks or deal with your account. So it's on file basically forever.
So right, it's on file indefinitely, and there's nothing you can do. Even if you what happens if you leave? Let's say you decide to end your relationship with a Target or something else. Do they still have that on their files?
They do. They're not adequately dealing with that credit card information, and obviously they're not protecting it well enough because we've seen so many merchants get the information stolen.
Your company has this incredible technology that's really going to help people safeguard their money, their credit card, all their very valuable information. What is it?
It's called iPin Debit, and it's a small device that you use to allow you to purchase online or using your mobile phone with your debit card using your PIN, similar to how you would get cash out of the ATM or using your PIN debit card at the store. And what happens when you use your PIN online is none of your information leaves your phone. The merchant only gets your money because you've instructed your bank to send the money and your order. So they never get your credit card or debit card information.
How does it work with, let's say, with the computer? How do people set it up so that it's easy and seamless?
You set it up initially. You have to have one of these devices. And once you program this device either in with your computer or your phone, then the device is no longer needed, and you can start purchasing online. It will prompt you to use your PIN number. It'll also send you a SS to confirm the purchase. So actually we have 3 levels of security using 3 different systems as it goes through its encrypted process of sending the money from your bank account to the merchant for your purchase.
So it's encrypted. Speak again, what are the 3 levels?
The first level is you're purchasing online. You have to sign into your account.
Right.
The second level is using your PIN number. So those are internet processes. Then the SMS message comes to your phone via SMS messages, which is a completely separate system. So the possibility of number 1, anybody intercepting all 3 of those, and then number 2, knowing what was sent because it's encrypted, are almost impossible today.
This sounds incredible. When can we get it?
Let's see, I'll send you one now. No,
please do, I'm ready.
They're not available to the public now. They will be pushed out by major retailers and websites in about 60 days. So you'll start seeing iPin technology on some sites. We're testing with some major vendors online right now, actually.
Now, the vendors, how are they responding to this? Are they favorable?
Very favorable. It does 2 things for the merchants and vendors because they want to secure your information as well. Dealing with all these chargebacks, stolen credit card numbers is a huge cost for them and, of course, negative publicity.
Right.
But number 2, they're going to pay about 1/3 as much to process your transaction using PIN compared to a credit card transaction. So they're very interested in this technology for both of those reasons.
It's also saving them money, both on the front end and also on the back end, in case something happens where there is some compromising, right?
Absolutely. You know, they're not going to get your credit card information, so they can't lose it. It cannot be stolen from them.
Is it going to be expensive for the consumer, for let's say me, and so if I need to purchase this device, am I going to spend a fortune, or is it going to be reasonable?
It's going to be very reasonable. Many merchants are now talking about pushing the devices out to their customers at no charge.
Wow.
Some talking $3 or $4. I've heard some say $9 or $10, but that's the maximum. We're working very diligently to get the no-cost version implemented and sent out, because we feel it's a very important technology for the public to start using as soon as possible.
Now, Steve, is this just for the United States, or is this going global?
No, this is worldwide. It's been tested in several countries. This is a worldwide rollout. There's different systems in different countries as to the kinds of credit card technology that are being used, either chips or mag strips, and that's all changing every year by country. So we're keeping up with that, and our device works with all of those technologies.
I think this is a win-win situation, like you said, for both the merchant and the consumer. The idea is incredible. I can't wait to get mine in the mail, right? Thanks so much, Stephen. It's been wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate your having me on the show.
Thanks. Power Your Life will be right back. Ahead, find out what's hot for next week. Life is full of transitions. Some of the transitions we expect, like going to school, working, getting older, and there are others that seem to steamroll us when we least expect it. How can we be ready to handle even the unexpected? Well, it's about taking care of the obvious, and that means you. Your response affects your health and your success. So make a decision. Decide right now that you can handle this time of change. Remind yourself of other changes when you came out on top. Get the well-needed exercise, good nutrition, and some form of relaxation and some quiet time, but please don't hide away like a hermit. You need to feel the company and the support of caring friends and family, especially at the times of uncertainty. Create moments to enjoy and take pleasure in your surroundings and in your life, even if things can feel bleak. One of the best ways to face the unpredictable is to stay open and flexible. Look at the change in a positive light. It may be leading you down a new path of both discovery and opportunity, even if it may not feel that way right now. Once you move past loss, confusion, and any uncertainty that transition can bring, you'll have the renewed energy and also a new way of looking at you and at the world. Thanks for being with us tonight. Next week, she's from the Ripa Center for Women's Health and Wellness at Cooper Hospital, Dr. Laura Picciano. She'll join us to talk about stress and its effect on your health. Find out how to beat the stress trap and why sleep disturbances are so important. Remember that you have the power to power your dreams and power your life.